Hello everyone, this is Bazzoka. Welcome to one of my videos, and welcome to Let's Scrub It Out, a video series where I play a game that I can be potentially bad at. This time, TF2, I'm going to be playing as a rather vanilla medic loadout with a normal syringe gun, a strange medigun, and the amputator. Because why would you ever use the bone saw when you have the amputator or the solemn vow? Exactly. So, as you can see in the title, I am apparently going to be in a Highlander team. I don't know. It's kind of weird because I'm kind of on it. Also, I pop Uber because like, oh god, I'm gonna die, but really I'm not gonna die. And I kind of wasted the Uber, and then I die. Body shot. It hurt. But yeah, I'm gonna be in a Highlander team with one of my friends. Yeah, it's just the way it's gonna be. So I'm like, cool. They're like, hey, you wanna play Highlander? You're pretty good. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. And then I opted to play as the medic, which I know the medic is like one of the most important classes in all of TF2 because he's the only class that can heal other people. Also, this is kind of a bad move on my end. I kind of charge in there with the soldier, which is kind of a bad idea, but I mean, I do it anyway, so it's just like, whatever. But yeah. So the reason why I'm playing medic instead of, like, say, a demo man, because that's the only other class I haven't played in this Let's Scrub It Out series yet, is because I'm gonna try and practice being better as a medic, learning when to pop Uber, perhaps even learning when to switch to different Ubers in the middle of a match. So yeah. So I just want to get better with a rather vanilla loadout, because the syringe gun is good, it doesn't hinder your own regeneration. The medigun is good because, well, it gives you invincibility. Yeah. And the amputator is pretty good because it's the exact same as the bone saw, except you have the taunt that can heal everyone around you, which is really freaking good. So yeah. So, I guess we can talk about the gameplay now. I get air blasted all the way back. I'm like, oh my god, how am I not dead? Really, like, how was I not dead there? I am so surprised. So I just kind of hang around this heavy, try and help him out. And there are so many people who are hurt and damaged. I'm like, oh god, so much to keep track of. Yeah. I try and get this soldier, because this soldier, the one I'm healing with the questionable name, that soldier, through all this gameplay, I kind of pocket him for the most part, and he does a really good job. As a soldier, heavy, he was a really good player, and yeah. It's times like this where I really enjoy playing medic, because I mean, I know I'm decent. I don't know if I'm Highlander quality. Oh, but I said let's talk about the gameplay, but I'm going on and on about this other stuff. But the league, I don't really know much about Highlander and stuff, but I do know that apparently we're not going super hardcore into it. We're going to be like, what is it? Iron League? Is that it? It's like the lowest tier of the tournament, so it's not gonna be like super hardcore. No, it's just gonna be normal stuff. Anyway, so let's get on with the gameplay. So I go in here with this heavy, or at least I thought I was going in there with a heavy. He decides to go around the back, and that guy with the questionable name, he calls medic for me. I heal him, but I don't follow him because this soldier out here is really hurting for a healing. I think that makes sense. So, I get caught in a really bad spot. That was kind of my fault, but at the same time, it's not really something I could have predicted that well. It just goes to show that I need to look around more as a medic. I do look around quite often. Not there, though, because I have no idea how I got hurt so badly. I figure it was probably a crit rocket. But yes. Telling people to move their butts. So then there's this demo man who pulls out the pain train, because you totally need the pain train on defense, right? So I go up there thinking that it's our heavy, like, oh Jesus. It was definitely not our heavy. So I quickly get the hell out of there. Surprisingly, I don't get hurt at all in that encounter. So it's all good. Heavy throws his sandwich to me. I'm like, yes, this guy knows how to protect me. This guy is the best Heavy. Well, I don't know. Best is probably stretching it, because, you know, that's kind of a subject kind of thing. An opinion-based, but then he dies. And I'm like, ah, damn it, I didn't get to him in time. I did not heal him fast enough, so I overheal the scout in hopes of him going to do stuff. And then he gets headshot, so I'm like, cool. And then the heavy's there, I'm like, oh jeez, and then I got body shotted by a Sydney Sleeper, oh jeez. It hurt so much. But what do you expect from a Sydney Sleeper? You can expect karate, that's for sure. Anyway, he eats a sandwich, but I heal him just in case, because, you know, he deserves it. Because, yeah, he's a good player. He is a team player, even though he has a highly questionable name. So, kind of healing these two heavies, because they are, of course, an important battle piece in our plan. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I'll help that scout out a little bit. And let's move forward into the this hallway in, where are we? Dust Bowl, that's it. Dust Bowl. And, just taking out some engineer stuff. This guy, he knows what he's doing. So I follow him to the ends of the earth. So, and, oh, before we actually move out, he gives me his sandwich. Look at that. What a gentleman. So I pop my Uber, because I know any respectable engineer would set up a sentry there. So yes, kill that pyro. That sniper dies, and I'm just kind of moving around, and then we cap the point. All is good. And I was like, yeah, high five. And then finally, someone who's trying to return the favor is just like, oh, whoops, explosion. And then I explode because I want to. And I score second from the top because I am a medic. Medic. So.
Amazing, comrade.
Yes. Alright, so on with the gameplay. Sticking with the normal medigun because, as I've said before, once I start recording, as a personal thing, I commit to a loadout. So, Ubering right out of spawn. There is a sentry there, and that's going to be actually kind of important later on. So, get rid of the medic, and then he's just like, oh, help me, I'm being attacked, and then he does help me. I'm like, oh, thank you. I would have said thank you, but for whatever reason, my keys kind of get jammed up when I do this. Now, I'm kind of an idiot here, and it's completely my fault. And I go straight into the sentry's range. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. It just kind of happened. I thought it was already taken down, but nope. Apparently not. So, whatever. Luckily, I get paired up with this guy again, so it all works out in the end. Healing this heavy, but then the pyro comes up from behind and is like, nope, WM1. And gives me a sandwich. Look at that guy. Now watch this. Watch this. He says sentry ahead. This scout pulls out his bong and uses bong. Like, okay, even though the sentry isn't there anymore, that's some serious, like, communication going on there. Because I saw that plan too. He said sentry ahead. Scout was gonna go in there with bonk, distract the sentry, and then yeah, yes, it would have been destroyed. So, kind of an obvious spy, because he did not put me out because I was on fire. and he gets a decent ambassador shot on me. Yeah. It's a fear of being a medic, being backstabbed. But, what are you gonna do, right? So, once again, respawn. We actually get kind of far. Surprisingly, we already had some cap time. Very interesting indeed. I fall off, and yeah. Well, it doesn't matter because I don't need to go back up, so I'm moving along, and then the pyro. Oh, jeez. Oh no. And then, look at this man. He's saving my ass. He sacrificed his own life to save me. What a guy. And then, it's super convenient that I managed to kill a pyro twice with my syringe gun. I'm like, I'm trying to heal you, stop moving around. And then, oh, once again, pyro. Amazingly, that guy managed to get a backstab on the scout of all people. If anything, I was expecting me to get backstabbed, but no, apparently not. No, crazy stuff. I heal him, but I quickly get out of there because there is a heavy on the ground level who apparently was going up. I was trying to heal that heavy. For whatever reason, I stopped healing him. So he pulled out his sandwich, unfortunately. So, yes. So, sorry about that pause. I have full Uber going forth. I noticed he got headshot, quickscope headshotted by that sniper. So I quickly popped just in case because at that point anything could have taken us down. Well, a crit could have taken us down, like a crit sticky or a crit rocket. I mean, really. Or at the very least, it would have taken me out, which is, you know, kind of important because I'm the medic and I have the normal Uber, especially when they have this stuff. So yes, and now we're just doing the battle cries because why not? Always heal a rocket jumping soldier on your team because, you know, he's sacrificing his life so he can do stuff. Yes. So getting on the point once more, going forth, and I don't know. Oh wait, I remember how this ends. This is not a pretty sight how it ends. Phlogistonator pyro coming up from behind and burns me to a crispy crisp of a medic. It was not exciting for me. I mean, it was exciting, but not in the good, happy, exciting. It was like, oh man. So, just kind of waiting for my good sir, my pocket to resume life, which he does. Look at that, unusual. What was that? Eerie plasma or whatever? I don't really know. But yeah. So, just healing other people along the way so that way I can trigger my Uber a little bit faster. And I have to heal a lot of people. But this is where I'm training to get better at prioritizing who needs heals more. Because the heavy clearly was jumping in, so I'm like, oh, I have to heal him. Even though the soldier was not at full life, I had to heal him. And once again, prioritizing the heals. And luckily we get the, luckily I get the Uber and pop it just in time before I get smacked with a splendid Scream Persian Persuader demo. Which would have hurt a lot. So, it appears that Pyro kind of forgot about me and, kind of let me do my own thing. So yeah. Really good. Really good. Happy times. So, I do believe that'll do it all for this episode. What do you think of my gameplay? Obviously, I'm not perfect, and I still need a lot of practice and stuff, but anyone watching, tell me how my medic gameplay is working, what I need to work on. I definitely need to work on sticking behind cover, because I'm kind of reckless, but yeah, anyway. That will do it for this episode of Let's Go It Out. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Have a great day.